What's going on, guys? It is Alex here, doing a very different video. So in the background of this is just some Black Ops 3 gameplay, but I wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of the COD community can benefit from. And in this video, we're going to be talking about my tips for getting your first nuke. Now, I have dropped a nuke in multiple COD games. My favorite one to drop nukes in was Cold War because I loved using the Krig. But anyways, I just wanted to jump right into this and start talking about how I went about going to get my first nuke in multiple different COD games. Alright, so my number one tip is use stims if they're in the game you're playing. If you're playing Modern Warfare, if you're playing Cold War, if you're playing any game that has stims in it, use stims. They're going to help you so much. Another tip that I have is to use any score streak or specialist that prevents death. A big example of this is the armor inside of Cold War. This helped me get so many nukes, and it's honestly one of the most reliable strategies to do this. You could also be using any other kind of score streak or kill streak that gains like better killing abilities, whether that's the Death Machine, the War Machine, any minigun, anything like that. I stay away from bows because bows are a little bit finicky, but a lot of my tips for this are kind of situational, and it depends on the player. My next tip is going to be to use any score streak that gives you recon, whether that's the HARP, the UAV, any advanced UAV. I don't know, whether it's a game like Black Ops 3 with the Guardian, that's going to be really useful. Another tip is to be using meta weapons. I'm going to be using a lot of Cold War examples. The Krig with the agency suppressor and the Microflex LED sight, or the actual arms 3 times. A lot of the loadouts are meta for a reason, and they can be used in almost any situation to just up your chances of dropping nukes. Another big tip is don't camp, because if you're camping, you're not going to be getting as many kills, and if you're not getting as many kills, then you're not going to be getting nukes, right? And a nuke in most COD games is 30 kills. It might be 35 in some, I'm not 100% sure. But 30 kills on a kill streak is not very easy. So you're going to be needing a lot of this stuff. Another big thing is to be using bots to hit your first nukes. So what I normally do is I will use the lowest level bot, which is normally Recruit, until I can get nukes consistently. And what I call consistent is getting, if you play 10 games, you should get nukes in at least 5 of them, and if you can't do that, don't go into public lobbies and try to start dropping nukes. It's not going to work. And you're going to do this until you get to Veteran, and can do it at least 5 out of 10 times. Number one, this is going to make you so much better at the game in game sense, and number two, it's going to make you so much better at the game in ways that you'll be able to hit kill streaks against a lot better players. Another big tip I have is don't practice on the same map over and over again. If I can keep dropping nukes on Redwood, I want to see if I can drop nukes on Nuketown, or if I can drop nukes on Fringe, or if I could drop nukes on any other map, which is, I think, a really big deal to a lot of players. And another big thing I have to say is not everybody can get nukes. You do have to have a lot of practice to be able to drop nukes. I know it took me like 2 or 3 months to be able to drop my first nuke in a public lobby in Cold War, which was the first game I ever dropped a nuke in, but then I started dropping nukes in other games just for fun. But as you can see in this gameplay, I'm using the Kuda a lot because it was meta inside of Black Ops 3. And if you're doing that, you should be using the suppressor, because in public lobbies it just helps so much to have a suppressor so that not everyone knows exactly where you are, and that can really lead to a lot more kill potential. I hope you guys stuck around to the end of the video, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.